Okay, so second attempt. So this will be video one of two for this week. I apologize for that. My husband called me and it, of course, locked out my internet because it's being very slow right now. So anyway, let's get back to it. So we were talking about the reading response paragraphs, and I was indicating that I would like you to think about what the author is doing, how they're doing it, and why they're doing it. And thinking about those three elements in terms of your own analysis, and thinking about what you would like to say about the reading, about the material, about Ballinger's moves or the author's moves, either one. Um, Trying to develop concrete examples. So that means here maybe comes the other cat, Ida. We'll see. Um, so that means thinking about making using evidence to support your ideas. So that means specific examples from the text. We call that textual analysis or textual evidence. So anytime you talk about a new idea from Ballinger, or a new idea about the text, or a new idea about the author, or the author's the way of crafting the argument, um, you need to support that with evidence from the text. So that means I'm looking for page numbers, I'm looking for quotes, and I'm looking for in-text citations that are done in a parenthetical manner. So however you do those this week is fine. Mainly, I'd like to see what you do, and then also I will that will help me next week when I make the tutorial that talks about citations. So I would like to know how you do it first, so I can know how to talk to you about fixing it. In a normal face-to-face class, I would do the same thing. So bear with me. That's just the way that I work. And if you have questions about that, again, feel free to shoot me an email or post to the weekly or the class Q&A. Okay, so I already kind of mentioned that next week I'll talk about, in the weekly video, I'll talk about rhetorical discussions and why that's important, and what rhetoric means to writing, and what rhetoric means to life in general. So in the meantime, over the course of the week, or perhaps next Thursday, I will be discussing the ways that rhetoric works, and then I will also be posting some examples and some videos for you to watch. So be sure to do that. Okay, next up is a discussion, or a little bit of kind of chat about the article by Rebecca Solnit, Men Explain Things to Me. It comes from a book of essays, we call that a compilation, that is titled, the essay that I gave you, Men Explain Things to Me, is the title essay of that book. So this essay was a groundbreaking essay at the time, and Solnit has been a constant figure in the movement towards kind of breaking the cycle of mansplaining, and also thinking about the way we talk to women that is oftentimes understated. So that's that's Solnit's job here. That brings me to my next point, or a side point. In your response paragraphs, and in analysis in general, it's not appropriate to use the first name of the author. Last name only. First name, last name, first use, and then last name every subsequent use. First name is never appropriate. We want to pay respect to that individual, even if we don't agree with their topic. So that's the essay I've asked you to write for the very first analysis assignment, which is due today. So I plan on finishing grading and giving feedback on the reading or writing history essay tonight. So if you would like to either have an extension or revise your analysis based on those comments, that will be no problem. Just shoot me an email and let me know that that you want an extension. Ask me for an extension, and we'll talk about when is a good due date for you. And then also, if you would like to revise, please let me know you want to revise, so I don't grade your essay before before it's revised. Okay. Other than that, I think that's enough for tonight. So I am going to post these 2 videos. So please, if this is if this is the only video you watch, you will miss the whole chunk of video where I discuss the important stuff. So I will see you next week.